Oh, sorry, I'm on. I was getting a little bit too much into the music there. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, UKSG Autumn 2020. My name is Wolfman2000, but you may also know me as Danstad, and this is the part where we have an unofficial rave party for the next hour, because we will be using Joy-Cons to have fun with some of the best tunes in the game and also some of the hardest. Because what's a party without a little bit of challenge? I have a semi-pre-planned set list of various things available, and I'm probably going to use alphabetical order for a lot of this. And because I know most of us like to have a little bit of fun with various Toho and stuff, we're going to start with Bad Apple. Get ready on the timer, and I'll explain a lot of this as we go, because we're just gonna let loose. So, let's have our fun in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so as far as how this game works, there are 5 of 6 note types. We're just going to explain it as we go, because we gotta get the music going. So, our little creature, in this case it's a crab. There are many creatures available. We have all these different note types along this, well, coaster. The white notes are your basic hit notes. The blue ones, they are your criticals, or effectively your jumps. 2 buttons are required. And then you're going to see a bunch of purple notes, or slides. Yes, active controls means you have to be active with your movements. It's just how things go, really. There is another control scheme where you don't have to worry about motion, but I have more fun with this. Plus, look at this background animation. I am going to praise this game's background animation quite a bit. Oh yeah, there are hold notes too, which I accidentally missed because, Joy-Con inputs, they are not always the greatest, but you learn to adapt to them. The notes that I'm hitting that are barely there, they're ad-libs. They're bonus, and yet they're not. You can never miss them. But in order to get the best scores, you have to hit them all. There's technically one more note type that we haven't seen yet, but it's not gonna matter. Also, that was a horrible score. I apologize for that. I am planning on donating based off of the scores I get at the end, and not even hitting an S+, that is not going to help when it comes to raising money for Crisis. So, apparently I need a little bit of extra training. Maybe from someone under the Royal Guard. Yes, we are going to see Papyrus. There may be fewer note types here, but that doesn't mean it's any harder or easier. For the most part, I'm going to stay silent on this one, because I like the tune a lot. Nordic Soy, if you want to chat, do plugs, this one's on you.
Right on. Well, I do want to thank everybody for watching the United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering. Normally we're a 2-day speedrunning marathon that's held 4 times a year up in Scotland, but of course, due to the situation with COVID-19, we're bringing you 3 days of exciting speedruns from the comfort of our own homes to yours. We are raising money to support Crisis. It's a charity that supports people out of supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training, and support with housing, employment, and health. 100% of your donations are going to be supporting Crisis. And yeah, it's an amazing charity that we are here to support over the next few days. So get those donations in and help us help, eliminate homelessness.
I will chime in on this part coming here. Note the crab color. Those that have played Undertale will understand. Back to you if you want, Soy.
Sure, well, just a little bit more about Crysis and some of the things that they do. Well, for instance, their plan during the pandemic, they've got some amazing frontline workers, and they are determined and committed to keeping their services open, providing advice, helping people find somewhere to live, supporting people with their health and their well-being. So we're adapting the way that we work to meet people's immediate needs in those challenging times, like looking at how we can get more phones for homeless people and remote technology to help them when it's not safe to do so face-to-face.
You know, I am concerned that I'm messing up too much already. Maybe I'm getting too much into the music without properly, perfecting myself. I'm going to get some education. Granted, I don't know if Cerno's the best teacher, but I'll let you folks be the judge. So, I talked a little bit about the different note types. I forgot to mention the green notes, those you have to shake actively, and like that. And if you don't shake in the right direction, you can, well, miss. Oh well. Perhaps I'm now the baka baka. I don't know. But again, Taito is the company that made Groove Coaster, Wai Wai Party, and all of its iterations. They really care about their background animations, as you can tell. I don't know why there's that frog there. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, sometimes the notes don't even start on the coaster, they just approach it. This game, for active controls, goes up to a 9 in difficulty. Standard controls the other way, goes up to 15. The Joy-Cons have their limits at 9. Again, I'm sorry that I am not having the best of times. Maybe I just need a different type of genre for play. So, besides Toho and Undertale, we also have Vocaloids. Now, I'm going to use this one song to show off. I've been playing with the Visible mod. So what that Visible mod does, you've seen some of the small circles that eventually disappear into the coaster? That's where ad-libs are located. You don't need to see them in order to hit them. That blank spot right there, that was an ad-lib. Some tunes, they're just easy to identify, they just go on the beats. Others are more creative. But otherwise, this is a good, warm-up tune as well. But otherwise, there's not much else for me to say regarding this song, so if we have any donations, now's a good time.
No donations at the moment, but, you know, I would like to go ahead and thank ESA for supporting this marathon. Now, besides providing us with their channel for streaming, they're sharing gear, technical assistance, and even sponsors. So be sure to check out ESA's next big event, which is going to be Break the Record Live Sonic Adventure DX Edition. And that's going on over Halloween. It's from the 30th of October through the 1st of November. I'm looking forward to it.
And if I recall correctly, the commentator lineup prepared for that, oh, I'm going to enjoy it too. There we go. I shouldn't have taken that long to get a full chain. I apologize. Full chain is when you hit all the ad-libs and miss no notes. There's my first S++. Sorry it took me a little bit, folks. Alright. Considering that we are shouting out some folks, I am now going to give my own shout-out. Where is the song? There are so many... There it is. The song for Sprites. Fun fact, I've actually worked with Sta at one point on a completely different game, just to minor other things, but Sta has since gone on to work on Lanota. Yes, there's a Lanota pack in this game as well. And I just like this one because it's nice, calm, and just... However, this one is also pretty tricky. For the longest time, I've always had a hard time comboing this one. And part of it is coming up in 4 bars. Right here. What you just saw there is one of the few times in active controls where the Joy-Con inputs are pushed to their limit. 16 actions. In this case, it was a motion and a button, but some of the songs in this set list will be 2 buttons or 2 actions. Oh yeah. You can be cheeky with Joy-Con motions as well. It doesn't matter which, as long as you're doing one Joy-Con in the right direction, it counts. And sometimes you just have to take advantage of that. Bum, bum. Okay, I thought I was actually gonna miss there. Whoopsies! But yeah, we are wrapping up this song right now. Sta, you wonderful human being. And again, notes are all to the right. Just cross-arm it. Then all to the left. Take advantage of what you can. And that is how you get a full chain. That's actually an improvement? I'm gonna make a note of that for later. Okay, that's all the 7s I'm planning on doing. This goes up to 9. And we're gonna actually show off a different type of genre, I guess. Someone want to explain to me how Toho rap works? Because that's what I feel this one is. Very tricky, some hard notes at the end, but otherwise... This one is calm yet deceptive. So one of the things that I will mention right now, and yes, I know I'm talking over vocals. In the standard controls, you get 4 difficulty levels. Oh yeah, 12 notes. But in order to unlock that final difficulty, you have to play at least the hard. And some of them, the ones you unlock, they are a pain. Well, once you get through this, and that 12th part there, you're not quite home free, though, because of this part right here. The camera will literally do a 180 on you there, and sometimes cause you problems. Was that seriously my best run on that one? Holy crap, it was. Alright, I'm gonna skip one of my optional songs. We need something a little bit more intense right now, and I passed it. There it is. I admit, I have a number of Undertale tracks on my semi-planned list here, but this one is just too epic to not choose. So get ready for spears and chasing, I guess. So you may have seen my scores at the start of this song. That there's no full combo on this one. First of all, the easier charts I haven't played in a while. But as far as the hard chart, which I've played a bit, wait for the ending, and that'll make more sense. Oh yeah. We are incorporating all the gimmicks. Hope you know how to defend. Please stop chasing me. Ah, dang it. I didn't shake wide enough for that scratch. So when it comes to the scratches, you have to shake them a bit, but you gotta have a consistent shake to it. And here's where the notes are kind of close together and push the Joy-Con input limitations. So I've been using the trigger buttons for inputs this whole time. I can use bumper buttons and the face buttons, and they work. For one or two songs I may use them, but otherwise I've mostly adopted to the trigger buttons. Still an S at least. I haven't gotten any A's yet, so I'm thankful for that. You know, that's only a fast one because it's triplets. Let's have consistent fast. Yes, DJ Max Respect is also represented in a pack in this game. But honestly, this one needs a little bit of focus from me. Nordic, this one's all on you.
You got it, buddy. Well, you know, earlier I thanked ESA for their support of this marathon. I'd also like to thank BSG, the Benelux speedrunning gathering. They helped support this marathon as well. Now, they hold bi-monthly gatherings in the Netherlands, and they've supported UKSG from the very beginning. You know, they spread the word, they provide us with a channel to stream on in past sessions, amongst other things. So, mark your calendars, because BSG Online 3 is happening from the 20th to the 22nd of November, and submissions are open until the 6th. So, you've got, what? Looks like about 2 weeks, not even, to get submissions in if you'd like to come and join the fun with us. All these events are streamed on this very channel, so you won't need to go very far to watch them.
And to all of you in chat, just as the background person is running towards their destination, please run over to exclamation mark donate and please help the homeless. Alright, the ending always gets me. I really thought I was going to get it. Not this time. That is still a PB on that song. Marathons have very strange luck with me on this one. Alright, I need to get back to basics. And honestly, chat, you could probably help along with this one. We're talking a song that has two primary lyrics. Bass and kick. Well, there's also Let Thee as well. Once again, the backgrounds. Taito knows how to do their job. See, it's just like you're watching the old song intro or something. Bass kick. And yes, it is possible to get too distracted, but that's part of the challenge. One of the neat things regarding this song is, all the bass notes are the blue criticals that I talked about earlier, where you have to hit two buttons. All of the kicks are the slide notes where you have to use motion. It's almost as if you're kicking with your hands. Kick, 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 kick. Okay. My right arm is feeling a little tired, so one hand. Okay. My arm was actually fine. I just wanted to show that you can play this mode with just one hand if you really wanted to. So there are quite a few different ways of actually playing. Anyway, I will be honest, I don't know if I'm breaking a rule by saying this, but there were some folks in chat that talked about some of the new songs. Yes, I literally got the new pack just to test a few things and see which ones would work. So have some Zawawa. Now, this one I'm not as familiar with, but, I only just got the pack 2 days ago. So, Nordic, I can't talk too much about this one. This one's all you.
All good. So, once again, let's bring up what our charity Crisis is up to. Some of the things that they're working on. Before we talked about how they're committed to keeping their services open, they're also calling for the government to do much more to help protect homeless people. We believe that the only answer can be to provide housing that allows people to self-isolate, and we're doing everything that we can to make that a reality. Along with other homelessness charities, we've published an open letter to the Prime Minister, to the First Ministers of Scotland and Wales. We're calling for them to come up with a comprehensive plan to support people that are facing homelessness. We also encourage our supporters to continue fundraising for us in any way that adheres to government guidelines to help prevent the spread of the virus. So things like, virtual gaming events like this one, maybe virtual pub quizzes, living room Olympics, other virtual exercise challenges, and virtual all-nighters. The situation is changing fast, and we're working as hard as we can to adapt to changing needs and new guidelines. And are going to continue to do this so we can carry on supporting people for as long as this lasts.
And yeah, right, that part right there, where you don't have much time to react, that it can be annoying. But still, I will gladly take that. I was expecting that one to be a PB, and it wasn't. As I said, I'm still new to this pack, so... You know what, we're just gonna stick with an original one that I am much better at. Where is it? There you are! Let's have some Topazolite with I don't have no idea you're supposed to say this name. But yeah, whenever you get a song by this artist, you know you're in for a good time. And it may seem simple right now, but it can get tricky, especially at the end. This is one of those songs where it does have BPM gimmicks. Even though this one is just a simple, hey, you've been enjoying the song a bit? We're now gonna make it faster. Oh yeah. Sometimes you're paused on the coaster as you are attacked by notes. My limited understanding of how the internals of this game work, effectively, there is a note file and a camera file, and probably a bit more. So, you're tricked to thinking that the coaster is paused. It's just some line in the background, I don't think the coaster actually pauses, especially when we speed up. I did see a fair question regarding, is this game safe to stream? I have made sure to go through this set list and try to avoid picking songs that would cause problems. I have been muted on a few things before, but it's typically been okay. And for the times it's not, well, you're having a bad time. Yes, I do have segues prepped for almost every occasion. But yeah. Barring one more song, it's 9'd from here on out. And once again, the backgrounds, the attacks, it just works. And my input eaten. Now, admittedly, sometimes I wonder if this game is perhaps a little more strict regarding inputs compared to other rhythm games. Most of the other rhythm games that you may be more familiar with would include like Dance Dance Revolution, Pump It Up, Beatmania 2DX, you know, games that typically have columns. Here, there's only, you know, one column effectively. And sometimes if you hit too early, it does count as a miss. And sometimes, again, Switch input limitations bother you. But I'm not going to give up. I have the determination to fight through regardless of inputs. We gotta help Crisis after all. Then we just have to avoid the what are they called? Gargle Blasters of Doom or something? And then, you're back at the hall. I'm gonna swap to buttons for this last bit. You cannot see them, but I just wanted to guarantee that I passed the song. There's no penalty for failing, except a personal penalty that I'm not paying as much. No, I'll probably end up paying more money to charity if I did fail. Speaking of songs where one can fail, if you ever play this chart on standard controls, be very careful of the master chart. This is the boss song of Touhou 4. Yes, there are 4 Touhou packs. There are 4 Vocaloid packs. There are 2 original packs. There's 1 pack dedicated to Undertale, 1 pack dedicated to La Nota. And for whatever reason, there is a pack dedicated to the group Dempagumi. And then another pack that recently came out is a VTuber pack. So, for whatever reason, the VTuber pack not only comes with only my railgun, but I think I've only had 1 song, maybe 2, actually be muted, so... oh yeah, regarding other versions of Groove Coaster, there technically is... this game started as a mobile game, then it went to the arcades. Home ports came on Steam and Switch. I will always recommend the Switch version over the Steam version. That's just something you're gonna have to trust me on that one. And, right, the 12th notes here. So, one common convention that many charts use here, if most of the time you see white circles for the hit notes, a different color typically means you have either 12th notes to worry about, or if it's, you know, a standard master chart, it may be 30 seconds. Basically, anything non-standard. Fortunately, we're through the worst of it. And for those wondering about a VR version of this, I don't know if my mind can handle playing VR, so I may have to miss out. Okay, where is the song that I need next on my list? Wrong letter, sorry. Right, it was N, and, well, it didn't matter, because no matter how you spell this one, it is Night of Nights, it's hard. I'm gonna hydrate and let Nordic take over on this one.
Alright, thanks so much, Wolfman. I just want to remind people that, we might be out of donation incentives for today, but we've got a lot of them coming up tomorrow. You can choose certain things, like you can choose the gender of our trainer in Pokemon Ranger. You can choose to Saber Kill Meryl in Metal Gear Solid. You can, of course, hug the Metroid in Super Metroid. And the ever-popular Saber Kill the Animals. And we got a couple more as the marathon continues all the way through tomorrow.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I heard one of those incentives right. Hug the Metroid?
Oh, it's just so cuddly.
I don't recall if my brain can handle being hugged by a Metroid. But, I have not been a bounty hunter, so I'll just trust chat and the donors on this one.
Well, if you are iffy about it, right now, Don't Hug the Metroid is winning. But for a donation of a little more than $10, they give you $10 and 1 penny. You can choose to go hug that Metroid. You know that they're just misunderstood. They just want some love.
Is there a way for them to love without, eating my soul?
Love hurts.
Ain't that the truth? This part right here is one of the hardest parts of this song. It is surprisingly easy to lose your focus and risk failing. So that bar at the top, that is my groove gauge. If it falls below like 75%, basically where that O is in score, I fail. Again, no actual penalties for playing or anything, just embarrassment and more money that I put in the kit. And if you do really bad, well, let's see, I forgot, is this a PG-13 stream, effectively? I'll chance it. If you mess up super bad, we're going to hell. And yes, some charts you can choose the vocal tracks. In this case, I'm purposely turning on the vocals. Time for Smooth McGroove style acapella as we deal with chaos. There are some folks that haven't heard this particular version because the instrumental version is more common, I guess. But, yeah, consider this my contribution to the culture world, I guess. Nordic, how is chat liking this version so far, anyway?
I'm seeing quite a lot of hogs out there.
I'll take that as a good thing. Fortunately, we're almost through this journey, if you can call it that. actually pulled that one off. And it's a PB, too. Alright, as much as I appreciated that bit of energy, I need a little bit more. I need an extra volt or two. This is another original song that I like a bit. And this one also has BPM changes, but this one is least consistent slow, fast, slow, fast. However, this one also has a little bit of interesting trivia, especially when you compare it to, say, the arcade version of this game. And we're actually approaching that part in about 10 seconds. What you just saw there is a rare instance of a diagonal note. So, most of the charts for Groove Coaster, when brought to the Switch, most of them were changed to allow for easier responses with the Switch D-pad and its buttons. Now, there is an in-game secret where, if there's a diagonal arrow, you can just move in one of the cardinal directions and it works. But why does that note exist anyway in active controls? I don't know. That's just your random trivia. Oh yeah, upcoming is going to be another batch of coaster pauses near the very end. In easier difficulties, the coaster doesn't pause or do that camera trick, but it does on higher levels. So, do be prepared for that. And yes, it is possible to fail if you're caught unawares with it. I know I have failed on it before. Still doing rather well, so... Let's see, I'm double-checking my time. We're still good on time. But of course, if you mess up on your timing or your accuracy, then you really do feel like you are the miserable. I admit, this one gets hard more on the second part, but for those that have played La Nota, this song is ingrained in your heads. 1, the intense track. 2, the intense difficulty. And 3, what I affectionately dub the thing. But right now, it, doesn't seem that bad. This is just to ease you into a false sense of security. Almost all the La Nota BGMs in this DLC pack include that clock thing, which is part of the actual original interface of that game. There's another song that almost basically replicates the entire chart. I think it's called a Cyanide. Unfortunately, that one got on my short list. Also, here's the thing. You see all those notes? We're about to conquer them. And this is where it ramps up. You have to remember all the different motions and try not to get caught up in doing something incorrect. Honestly, once you get to this part, it's relatively smooth. Now that I'm thinking about it, this may be a mid-tier 9, maybe on the easy side too. Alright, I have gotten no A so far, and unfortunately, we're about to get one. So I'm gonna slot in one of my recent backups, because I am not gonna find it sorting like that. We're heading back to Original Pack 2 because of this song. Those that have played Groove Coaster swear by Fuji. And honestly, now is a good time for me to try this again. I've only had one try at this, for the record, on active controls. Similar to Volt, this one is a slow, fast song. But you can tell it's about to get intense. I still don't know what all that goes to. Right there, that BPM change can easily trip you up. And then it slows down, but it actually jams notes in. I will take that. That should be an S. Come on, give me the S. Give me the S. Barely an S, but I will take it. Oh, and a bonus mission too. Oh yeah, this game includes a whole bunch of missions, by the way. So there's plenty of replay value. You know what? We did rather well on that. Let's celebrate. And what better way than with a party? Now, I make no guarantee that I can get 1,000 combo or whatever the meme number is for this one. This one also has a bunch of 16th motions and hits, so I may use the buttons on this one early. But otherwise, I need to rest my voice a bit. Nordic, all you.
Well, thank you so much. I just want to let everybody know, hey, you know, if you like what you're seeing here at UKSG, maybe you want to get more involved in our community, well, here in chat, if you just type out exclamation point Discord, you can come join the party with both the UKSG and ESA's community. We've got incredibly friendly, welcoming communities that have a ton of fun before, during, and after each and every one of our events. And you can get up-to-date information from our Twitter over at twitter.com/UKSG Marathon.
This chart right here, this part, again, this song tests Joy-Con limits. Hey! Whoa! Whoa! I get the S on Fujin, and I get an A on this one. I feel ashamed. This shouldn't happen. This should be easier than Fujin. Why did this happen? I feel like my brain is in some sort of, I don't know, what's the term? Conundrum? No. Ah, here it is. Conflict. I admit, I just like this song too much, and most rhythm gamers agree. It first premiered, I think, in a Beatmania contest or something, and it's just shown up in almost every rhythm game since in some form. And what can I say? It's great. Granted, you are going to have the Joy-Con limitations, as before. But you have to adapt. Or play this on standard mode. Load this up on master difficulty. And get your butt handed to you. This goes up to a 15. And by the way, for those that are wondering, yes, this game has multiple difficulty levels. I'm just showing the hard stuff because, you know, it's just how I grew. Admittedly, I also like this part of the song as well. Kinda calm. Gives you a chance to relax. Before... Gotta prepare, gotta load up. And now... the repetitive part. However, do not lose your focus. If you miss one note, it can sometimes be easy to miss more. Again, missing a chain and then trying to gain it back, that's actually one of the hardest things to do in this game. Okay. This one is at least more consistently hard than Party for You, but sheesh, I expect better. I need energy. I need chat's help. Chat, you know what to do when that part comes. Mods, let them. Nordic, you can have donations up until the censored part, aka the beep. You'll know what I mean.
Well, I think your call for some energy from the crowd has been heard. Because we got $10 from Rock the Pants. Says, I am so stoked to see Wolfman2000 doing a run. I always look forward to seeing him in the audience at other speedrunning events. You know what? We all do too, man. Thank you so much for your generosity. Let's go.
Thank you. Hey, I actually got a 12th note burst there. But that's not the only one. Alright. The beep has been heard. The part is coming up. If I lose my chain and don't recover it quickly, that's it. So, let that bass kick. I saw chat's reaction at the end. I am sorry. I am sorry. I should have realized that would have happened. Mods, please, fix this. I should have warned ahead of time. Well, I am now officially in trouble. My apologies for causing all this, but we are now moving over to our last parting, our final parting. I'm going to say thank you to everyone, as... Why can I not find my letter here? There we go. Yeah, I am so sorry, but considering everything, please help the homeless. Please support Crisis. Please show respect to everyone, because you never know when anything can happen and we may need the help of Crisis and the others. This is my final parting. Once again, if you've played Undertale, you know what's going on. Not this time, slow down. Don't tell me I actually did this. Time! Number 201 is in the books! I can't top that. I cannot top that. Oh, okay. That means officially you know what? I'm gonna donate during the intermission. I think that calls for, well, I just got the perfect, so, I don't know, maybe $75 or so? I'll figure that out, but yeah, that's probably gonna be what it is. Regardless, hope you've enjoyed this, unofficial Dance Dad Rave Party Hour. And, yeah, just thank you all for having me. Remember to keep on helping out, with crisis. We want to minimize homelessness as much as possible. And, yeah, I'm going to donate, hydrate, but don't you worry, Grizzbear is going to take over for the rest of the evening. So, until then, thank you all, keep on grooving all, stay safe, and let's keep it up, everyone.